Okay, Root Mobile hit the bosses today in nothing shy of stellar fashion, listing at 100% premium to its issue price of 350 rupees. It eventually settled 9:50 a.m. at 717 rupees. Now this rivals the recent listing gains of Happiest Minds Technologies, which also recorded a stellar listing. The issue price there, I believe, was around 160 to 165 rupees per share. We saw that one settle at 9:50 a.m. at a whopping price of 350 rupees per share just last week. So two tech IPOs back to back, both seeing 100% listing gains, and that just gives you a flavor for the market right now and goes to show what's really trending. Apart from this, two chemical IPOs, Rosari Biotech and Chemcon, also seem to be hogging the limelight. Also, once again, proving testament to the fact that the chemical sector has currently been going through a huge upswing in both earnings and valuations, and that also, ironically, is where investors are looking for new investments in IPOs. So, tech and chemicals. Root today, though, it's all about this one. This company is a cloud communications provider. It facilitates OTP messages to your phone. It also facilitates OTP for two-factor authentication. It is a lower gross margin business right now, but post the issue, which garners a 240 crore fresh issue in addition to the 360 crore OFS, will be seeing some inorganic activity in the form of acquisitions. Now, from what we're given to understand by the promoters, the acquisition that Root will be making with the IPO proceeds is for a much higher margin business, which has a lower top line, of course. But profitability-wise, it's definitely going to upgrade the overall margin portfolio for Root Mobile, bringing it somewhere in the late 20s to 30% range once it's fully absorbed into the current revenue stream. So margin outlook looking quite good. If you want to look at the historic growth rate of this company, it's been nothing short of stupendous. I believe in a 5-year time frame, revenues have gone from as low as 200 crores to today where they stand at 1,200 crores as of Q1 FY21, 330 crore odd revenue. So full year, you can translate that into nearly 1,400 crores. Now, when we caught up with the management this morning, they said that they are actually growing revenues in even Q2. SBI, for example, one of their large banking customers, has recently made it mandatory for all ATM transactions to also warrant an OTP. So that's another pipeline which will be adding revenues to them. SBI is a large customer. In addition to this, the management dropped hints. They refused to name the bank, but they also said they've recently secured one of the largest banks in America as a customer. So that should be a huge uptick trigger as well. They're also working with Alibaba, among the larger international names that currently is on somewhat of a piloting scale. So it's a smaller project, but revenues from here are also expected to substantially increase in the near future. So all in all, the prospects look very good for this one. Investors are clearly already getting a whiff of the opportunity, which is why they're lining up for this IPO and willing to pay such a huge premium on listing day. Nonetheless, given that the markets have fallen into a bout of pressure as of the second half of today, US markets have really collapsed. It'll be interesting to see how this stock holds up in the future trading sessions in the backdrop of a NASDAQ, which currently seems to be declining around 2% and has been facing a fair bit of pressure lately.